So by the time you see this video, it's been probably about a week since I've broken my collarbone, and this tragedy reminded me of a video that I made not too long ago called the Nova Effect. Quick rundown, or a simple version of it, is that no matter how bad something inherently is, there could still be good that comes out of it. And that good could be in your control, but it could also be out of your control. And with something as bad as this, right, I'm gonna be out 8 to 12 weeks, probably gonna miss my whole junior year of my high school basketball season. There's still ways that I can see good coming out of it, no matter how bad this is. And my hopes is that with this video, if you can see me, in a stage like this, making some good out of it, then hopefully whatever you're going through, even if it is harder, hopefully you can also make some good from your situation, or hopefully you can see the possibility of good coming out from whatever thing has occurred. So the first thing that I realized, number one, let's just take it back to when I broke my collarbone. It was in high school basketball tryouts the second day. Um, and, I was on the floor right after I was injured. And even right then and there, I wasn't mad. I was obviously really sad. And, I knew the danger of what probably just happened. I figured I had a concussion actually because the hit was just that hard on my head. I slammed my head on the floor of the gym, but I knew whatever it was pretty bad. And by the time I stood up and, walked it off, I felt that my collarbone, my shoulder was also pretty badly hurt. But I wasn't mad. And it's because, I know what the Nova effect was. I already knew by the time that happened. And so I knew that, if this is happening, there has to be some sort of benefit that can come out of it. The first thing that I thought of is, number one, I can probably just work on my left hand, right? My left hand is my less dominant hand. I'm a righty, and in basketball, it's good to have both really good, right? To be able to finish with your left hand, to be able to dribble with your left hand. So I figured, in all these practices that I'm going to, because I'm going to just to like watch the plays and everything, in some of that time, I may as well just use that to work on my left. And in the time where I go to the gym, I could just work on my left. So by the time that I am through with my injury, by the time I'm fully recovered, I'll be, ambidextrous, if you want to call it that, right? I'll be so good with my left, and then my right, hopefully nothing too bad has happened with that by the time I'm fully recovered. So that's the first and foremost thing. Other thing from a working out perspective is, right now I could just work out as much as I want, lower body at least, and core, without having to worry of, oh, I have a game tomorrow or I have practice tomorrow. Because now, my working out, my lifting, I can just go like a full 3 months without, worrying if it's gonna ruin my game the next day, right? And had I been, fully healthy, then I may not have been able to work out all the time because, again, games, once those arrive, right, then I'm not going to be fully healthy if I just did like a full leg day the day before. But now I can do that. There's a bunch of other things that I could see benefits with, which the next thing is like making YouTube videos, right? I've been at home, a few days straight without going to school. I'm hoping to return back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. And but this time that I've had on my own just in my house, I've been able to make ideas for YouTube. I've been able to, uh basically tell my editor the fixes that he needs to make. And we made the last video actually really, really good, and I'm really proud of that one, just because I had that extra time. The other thing is like this video right now, the fact that I can make this video again about the Nova effect, this could maybe go viral, right? I don't know, I have no clue. But I wouldn't know, because if I'd never broke my collarbone, that I wouldn't have thought of making another video like this about the Nova effect. And who knows how many of, the lives that I could change with this video, if this kind of video changes your perspective on, the tragedies in your life, right? So as many people as I could affect with this video, that's already enough to justify my injury in a sense, right? Obviously, again, it's a horrible thing that it happened, but I could at least make some sort of good come out of it. The other thing is like, even from a perspective of something being out of my control, who knows if something could have been way worse, right? Something could have happened in the middle of the season or just in the first game where I could have like torn an ACL, right? And then I would have been out even longer. But this allows me to just be out, a few months, maybe 2 months, and that's that. Whereas with an ACL injury, that could be a lot worse. That could even go into my AAU season, and that'd be a whole lot worse. So again, it's really seeing the good that can come out of the bad. Of course, this inherently is the worst thing that I could have imagined to happen, really. But in the grand scheme of things, once I actually realized, like, okay, it's not too bad after all. I can still at least make some strides with it. I can at least get better from it. And it's going to be tough, but it's really however I make the situation, however I affect the results. So hopefully this video has helped you or given you some new perspective. And with that being said, thank you for watching. I'm out. Be well, be blessed. Peace.